Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to the World War One mod, the Great War mod for Napoleon Total War. Now, I just wanted to thank you guys so much for the amazing response to the first part. We smashed the 200 like target, so I'm going to set that target again because it was insane to see your support and enthusiasm for these battles. So I've managed to record one without it crashing, and originally I wasn't actually going to release a battle today because, as you can tell, I'm pretty sick. So this is going to be quite a brief battle, but today I'm doing the German Empire versus an army of France. And the scenario today is, it's a very large cavalry contingent of French attacking a very small but well dug in German army. So we have lines of light machine guns supported by artillery and then stormtroopers. So we have about 800 men against about 3,500, a mixture of French infantry and cavalry. So I'm probably going to skip slightly further into the battle because my voice is really quite strained. So I was actually sent home from work. But I shall persevere and get this battle done. So if you guys can smash that 200 like target, I'll get working on another video straight away. And if you have any ideas of scenarios, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, I'm really loving this mod. I'm really getting enthusiastic about doing more videos for this, and seeing that you guys are as well is just brilliant. So I'm just going to go skip ahead and we'll skip to the action. So basically, throughout the battle, in order to try and entice the French in, I was kind of launching bombardments from my artillery to essentially bait them into my machine guns. As you know, the Great War, as it's known, or World War One, was kind of the last time you really saw cavalry on a mass scale in any kind of engagements. Now, this isn't a historically correct scenario by any means at all, but I just kind of wanted to show off how devastating modern weaponry was against the kind of the classical era of warfare. You know, cavalry, infantry, and yeah, or, you know, musket men, or as today, you know, riflemen, infantry. But World War One really did take warfare to a whole another level and a whole other scale, sense of scale, which Total War does kind of emulate very well, especially if you have the units on this mod higher than what I've got them. You can really have battles of about, you know, easily 10, 15,000 a side, which I might try and recreate one day, but they might be a bit tough in case it crashes. But I'll skip ahead because the French are still advancing. So you can actually see they've taken quite a few casualties just trying to reach my position. So their numbers are falling little by little, and as you can see, I imagine they must be eager to try and defeat the Germans, which are causing them so much grief. So as the French continue to advance, the intensity of the barrages increases. And you can definitely sense their hesitation now. They've advanced this far. If they fall back without charging, then they'll still take continued casualties. So their only choice really is to try and reach the German artillery before they get wiped out. So now, as the French do actually advance, you can see that the light machine guns, which they probably couldn't see beforehand, have now opened fire and are beginning to decimate, absolutely decimate their ranks. They try and charge full, but as they charge, more and more bullets just seem to hit their positions. It doesn't let up. This kind of fire is just unknown. So we see it's just a constant constant barrage of fire here, and a unit does actually get close to actually hitting the light machine guns, but they rout just at the last minute. And just the bodies strewn over here, it's just well, I'm speechless really, because of the absolute devastation that these units are inflicting. It's just crazy, and this is kind of the reason why I wanted to kind of do the scenario, just to highlight just how deadly this kind of warfare was. And this scenario would have been very early on into the war, before kind of trenches started to be built and people, you know, entrenched, because that was the only way stay alive. I mean, if you're trying to charge this kind of fortified position on an open plain, it's just absolute suicide. So pretty much the cavalry have all been routed, and it's just the infantry that have to try and scramble over the dead bodies and just trying to advance into this zone of death. I don't blame them for just turning tails and running. Hell, I probably wouldn't have even got this close. You can just see just the constant pitter-patters of the bullets hitting the ground. And then to get hit by artillery is just absolutely devastating. So this wasn't a fair scenario whatsoever, and I will probably switch to fairer scenarios from now on, because this is just... it's just crazy. The amount of devastation that these units are just causing. So still one unit advances, one unit of conscripts. But after that barrage, and now the machine gun hail of gunfire is coming through, it's just, my god. So if any of you have actually downloaded the mod and are playing it, let me know your thoughts, and let me know if you've got any other kind of scenarios you want me to play, or any kind of factions that you'd like to see next. That this scenario just kind of highlights just how brutal it must have been to fight in this war, or any war really. The guns are finally silenced and victory is gained. I took 10 losses and we killed 3,227 men. The light machine guns, of course, get hundreds of kills each. The heavy howitzer up there, 438, but all the light machine guns, 338, 570. It's just, my god, those kills are just. So there we go. If you did enjoy this mod, please do give this video a like. Your support is absolutely fantastic, and it helps me out immensely when you do kind of leave a comment and leave a like. So please do. Let's get to that 200 like goal once again. And until next time, everyone, I bid you a very, very good day.